I want to get a temperature on what worries you. We all get older. Are you worried?
I am worried. I'm. You know why? Because you have to address the elephant in the room, okay?
Going bald like that would be tough.
You're looking up and you're going, holy cow.
I don't think you're losing your hair.
No, I am.
Whatever.
If there's no Diet Dr. Pepper in the vending machine,
They're a have-not really early.
It's not like they have a great replacement.
If I had to pick, I would say worried.
When I go up there
Yeah.
and it's empty, then what are we doing here?
I'm worried.
Yeah. I'm 100% worried.
They're good.
if you are worried already, you may need a nice day at the spa, but certain things cause you to panic. This is the name of the game, worried or whatever. First step, 23 months since Tommy John surgery for Shohei Ohtani, says he has discomfort in his arm. Ron Darling, I will come to you first on this one. Worried or whatever?
I'm worried. I'm definitely worried because when you're talking about a two-way player, you're talking about an opportunity to lose some of your mojo, maybe seeps into your offensive game, but more importantly, his velocity's down, his ability to control the baseball's down. I'm very worried.
If you look 2018 to now, it looks like a different pitcher. Is it a case of it's coming, wait and see? Is it a case of...
I don't think we totally know. I agree with Ron 100%. I'm worried. You call him an ace of your staff, but I can't help but think of aces, Scherzer, Cole, DeGrom, Verlander. Do you know the preparation they put into their craft? And he's trying to bat fourth too? I just don't know if we're doing him a disservice. I would love to have dinner with him and see what's in his heart. What do you truly want to do? Do you want to keep continuing this? Because I feel like we're somewhere in the middle. We're trying to protect him from getting hurt. We need him as our one, but he's not their one if he's only going to pitch on a Sunday. You're not a one.
Halving both.
Your team can't trust you as a one. Or is
But
he
not
a
every
DH?
team has a luxury of a DeGrom or Scherzer.
That's true.
Well, but we can go to the other teams. I mean, perfectly. You pitched how many years in the big leagues? You know how much you have to put into it?
And it still doesn't work sometimes. So,
Right.
you know, he's become a jack of two trades and a master of none right now.
11 of 16 batters have reached base against Ohtani, and velocity is down. So that's a worry, big worry.
So
What would
listening
you
to
rather-
two-way players won't work. If that's the school of
no,
thought.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I said you're just putting a lot of pressure on him to be a savior of a pitching staff when he hasn't been healthy. So I just put a little something together because I was like, his first start against Oakland, right, when he first burst on the scene, we were all like, what? He was unbelievable. Then you get into his offense, and man, I think of a guy like Hideki Matsui DHing for the Yankees. This is a World Series MVP. I don't know how you could be Matsui and DeGrom.
Good point.
I like Dan O'Dowd's idea of making him a reliever. You know?
And just getting a big out on Tuesday,
Absolutely.
Thursday, or Saturday.
There we go.
I'd love to know what he thinks.
Average
True.
fastball velocity down almost 3 miles per hour from 2018. The rate,
I'll go a little further. I don't think it can be done. It cannot be done being a number one and one of the best hitters in the lineup. It cannot be done. If you're a middle of the rotation guy, pitching once a week, and then raking, that can be done.
do the Angels have that luxury? It's such a good point, but do the Angels have that luxury? Just say, come in and get an out.
Nobody has any luxury right now in this truncated season.
Good point. Raise a problem was the theme.
Nays is telling me in my ear, Babe Ruth did it at different times too. He was not able to
That's
put
right.
the
It's a
full
great point.
arsenal together.
It's a great point.
That's hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on him.
I'm worried about this one here that you're about to get in.
Your Rays
Yeah.
got swept by the Orioles. We kept
Yeah.
saying they're a problem.
I'm worried.
They've lost 5 straight, scored just 13 runs over that span. You are concerned.
Yeah, I picked them to win the division. That's not looking great. That's not
Well, I picked Yoenis Cespedes to hit 25.
Yeah, that's
so.
really bad.
Here we are.
So, okay, they're off
fully
today.
ready to remind
They've got the Reds. They've got the Red Sox here for 2 on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then a big weekend series against the Yankees, and including a doubleheader on Saturday. So, I mean, with the 60-game schedule, when you get swept by the Orioles, no disrespect, but that can, as you said, that can come back to bite you.
Well, I'm whatever with the Rays. The Rays, to me, just really seem like the kind of team that, okay, stop believing in us. As soon as you do,
Yeah.
we'll reel off 10 straight. They've always had trouble the last 3 seasons kind of putting together that offense that clicks at 5 or 6 runs a game, which is really hard anyways. But they'll figure it out.
They're going to be in the playoffs.
I agree with Ron.
They're gonna be in
going
the
whatever.
not think you would
I just
say
think
that.
they're in the postseason. They're not going to beat the Yankees for the division, in my opinion, but they're getting in. Toronto, Boston, Baltimore. I don't think they're going to be able to challenge them to get into the postseason. 2 teams are getting in from the East. They're certainly, and if they get in, which they will, they're a massive problem for whoever's got to play. Because they could throw 3 starters at you and bullpen filth.
You could say the same about the Cleveland Indians. We love on their rotation for good reason. They've scored just 4 runs over the last 5 games. Worried or whatever? They lost 3 of 4 against the Twins. Worried or whatever?
The only reason I'm going to say worried is because I played on a team. We ended up winning a World Series in 2010, but I watched an offense put just so much pressure on a pitching staff all year. And I'm telling you, it starts to not divide the clubhouse, but you almost feel bad for the Bieber and Clevingers of the world. You're like, man, you have to be perfect every time. And then they get on the plane and we go travel and you almost feel like you should be getting them dinner or something because you're like, we should be able to push more than 2 runs across. The names on the back of the jersey say they have enough to get it done. But it worries me because it puts so much strain on the starters.
I think for me, it's whatever, in part because of
Whatever.
kind of what you were talking about the Rays. I think they get in, and then in a series with that kind of rotation, I think that they could be a very tough out. By the way, Chris Antonetti, president of Baseball Ops from Cleveland, on the rundown a little bit later today. You're welcome, Brian Meyer.
You're welcome. Just promoing for you. Ron?
I'm whatever in this sense.
Whatever.
I think with Roflo, they're going to be in the post. Look what they present when they go to the postseason. But they could use a little help. They are star-studded with Lindor, Ramirez, and Santana. They need some help from some other offensive players.
Well, let's get down to business. D-Rose says he loves MLB Central this year more than ever because we're very comfortable, right?
I like it.
And you wouldn't know if we're in commercial break or if we're on the air. Are we getting a little bit too comfortable, as seen by Robert Flores' new hairstyle?
Yeah,
But it's not new because I didn't use it. Boy, whose idea was that?
that was my idea. I came into
Terrible.
I came into
got a
the
haircut.
makeup room and you were doing it. I was like, go with the slick back.
Yeah, that was not a good. I'm not listening.
It was
to you
sticking
anymore.
up a little there in the back, right?
Yeah, it was because it's too.
D-Rose taking us, he just sighed like this is a big decision. Are you worried or whatever?
Look at you in that picture, though.
God, just
Wearing the exact same.
exact same suit. Exact
You
same
don't like
suit.
that picture?
I love that
Looks
picture.
handsome.
That's terrible.
Are we concerned about Lauren?
Oh, here we
Very
go.
A little bit. I mean, we've only
Very.
been doing this show. You figure like baseball knowledge would have just seeped inside her soul. I mean,
Osmosis.
she threw out a Yoenis Cespedes. I'm worried about that call.
Yeah,
Is there a clip?
I think
That's
so.
Roger
No
clip.
clip.
You made fun of me. It fell flat. That's what you get. Honestly, that's what you
I
get.
tried so hard.
I tried so
I tried so hard.
hard. No reward.